How to tell when a sending unit from a gas tank is leaking. Chances are pretty good that before the tank's going to be removed, the vehicle is going to be brought to a place where that removal is going to take place. And that's the best time to tell, because when you have the gas tank out, first off, if these lines here look like they're all rusty, which they more than likely will, but maybe not as rusty as this. You can see how rusty this one here is. Well, what's going to end up happening when the gas tank's removed, your lines here, the metal lines, are going to be wet. If you see any kind of wetness to them, that means these steel lines are leaking. Replace the whole sending unit portion. Don't reinstall this. You're going to end up with a gas leak. And it's going to make you believe it's your gas tank itself leaking, yet it could be just this leaking. This particular vehicle, the gas tank was leaking along with this piece. This line right here, which is the main feed line that supplies the engine with gasoline, this one here was leaking. It's pretty decayed. So that's one way of knowing whether you should change this out or not. And obviously, if you see the rust like it has on here, it's really thick. Let's see if I can peel some away. Chances are pretty good that that's going to be a leaker. So you might want to go ahead and change that anyway. They're not a very cheap ordeal, but well worth changing it. Especially if you're changing the gas tank out. You're putting a new gas tank up in the vehicle. The gas tanks don't usually come with this new. Some do. I suppose it depends on how you're buying the gas tank. But in this case here, the gas tank came just by itself, the gas tank. And all these bits, pieces, and parts were all extra. Once you change this, you can have a sound mind and know that at least none of that's going to be leaking. So that's how you tell on whether your sending unit part is going to have a leak or not. Look for wet lines. Now, if the vehicle hasn't been moved for quite some time and the gas tank is changed out, well, these are going to be dry because there's been no fresh gasoline going through them. So it's not going to be a good indicator to look for wetness at that point. But if it looks scaly and really, really rusty like that, I would just definitely change this out. That's what I would suggest. It's entirely up to you, of course. But if you don't change it out and you smell gas, chances are pretty good that this here's the leaker and this is where your smell's coming from. Anyhow, I hope this video has helped, and thank you for watching. And thank you for those that have subscribed, and if you have not, please do so.